Welcome to the Orkney Islands. So this is the Orphear Church. The Boo, I think it is. Bow. Excavated at the end of the last century. Remains of the drinking hall. It's the scene of a murder. Here's the next one that we're visiting, the Cuween Hill Chambered Cairn. Sit in this bit. These Orkney attractions definitely keep you fit. Well, that was good. The winds have dropped a wee bit again, so I managed to get a drone flight in. Just about made it to the top of this hill. Very dark in here. Let's put the light on. Here we are. Oh. Yes, it was rather a bit dirty. That wee hole how they were made it back out. That is quite a gap, especially the further you go in, it gets narrower. Well, dinner time, and we're trying this Chinese tonight. Empire Chinese restaurant. I think it's also a takeaway as well. Looks like it there. I'm not one that normally eats Chinese food, but we'll find something. We'll give it a shot.
No.
Well, we're having a couple drinks in the Kirkwall Hotel. See where they are, they've already got the table at the bar.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was a special.
So we're visiting the standing stones of Stenness. So this is the ring of Brodgar. Obviously, because this site gets a lot of visitors, they're restricting the access just to protect it.
No sandwiches are in like that.
So our next tourist thing we're doing, the Orkney Museum. Which is good, it's just right in the centre here, next to the cathedral. Free admission it says, which is always a bonus. Orkney chairs.
Driftwood.
Makes toys and weapons.
So here we are, we're visiting another historic Scotland site. This is the Grain Earth House. And what you need to do for this is you need to go down to the shop called Judith's Glue. Judith Glue Shop, 25 Broad Street, Kirkwall. And it gets you the key to be able to get in. There we go. So it says here you should be able to get a torch. We'll see if it's working though, because none of the other sites ones were working. Nope, doesn't work. Right, change to light mode. Ooh. Pretty cool. There we go, that's the end of the track here. There we are. So we're booked onto the Maeshowe Chambered Cairn tour. Had to book that online, and then supposedly you're meant to get a bus up to the place. So we'll see what this is all about. That must be the buses.
Is in fact everything to the left of the minibus. All that land is a World Heritage Area, but as I said, there's 4 name sites. Maeshowe, the Stones of Stenness, which we can see just across to the left there, which is Britain's oldest stone circle. Across the water, it's not very clear in this light, is the Ring of Brodgar, Scotland's largest stone circle, 3rd largest in the United Kingdom. And down the road, about 10 miles, is Scarborough Neolithic Village. Those are the 4 sites. Just coming up a little ahead of us on the left is a single standing stone, just there with a fence round it. We call that the Barnhouse Stone. I'll be discussing that when we get to site, but it's very difficult to see nowadays because of modern buildings behind it. So if I'm not able to point it out for you, it depends again on the light. Once I start discussing it, at least you know what I'm talking about because you've already seen it. And in a minute we're going to pull into the car park and we have to cross this road, and you all think this is a nice quiet country Orcadian road, and it's not. It's a very fast road, therefore very dangerous. Fastest speed recorded on this road is 126 miles an hour, so I would ask that you assume the cars are all travelling a lot faster than they think they are, and that they don't care about your safety. You'll probably be right. And if there's anyone not from the UK, they're coming from an odd direction, but they'll hurt just the same, okay?
There it is, just over there. So there's no photography or filming inside of it, but I can get photos and videos from the outside. Here we go in Maeshowe. So, to go to this island, you have to time it right for the tides, because this path becomes completely submerged underwater, and therefore you can't pass through it. So you've got to be careful to go when the tides are low, and then you can access it safely. But then when the tides go high, it becomes impassable. Well, we're just approaching the island, which is just separate from the mainland. So technically, this will be our second Orkney Island. Another cracking view down here. This is what it must have looked like before. So now we're heading up to the Brough of Birsay lighthouse, which is a bit further across the island. There it is, the lighthouse. Well, there we are. That was a nice wee visit to the Brough of Birsay Island. So we're going to head back in the car and see where we end up next. Olivia's fascinated by the sand because it's like wee stones and rocks.
See all the beautiful colours, the blue.
Pretty
and there
cool.
is red in it as well. Yeah.
Lovely.